Okay, blink if you agree. After last night's thunderstorms, we could all use a better night's rest. Glen Word is our guy. He's with Relax the Back, and it's in Nashville, and he has some products to help us find some relief and rest. We love when you're here. Thank you so much, Glen. Let's explain why, the many reasons, why getting a good night's sleep is so important.
Getting a good night's sleep, I mean, it affects everything, overall health and well-being. It basically affects mood. It can basically, obviously affects energy level. So getting a good night's sleep or restorative sleep is crucial.
Okay, restorative sleep. Relax the Back can actually help determine what each client needs. So let's say you walk in and you're like, I'm getting 2 to 3 hours a night. What do you do? What's the next step?
Well, the next step is going to be, we're going to start asking some very probing questions. And the thing is, like, say with your sleep surface, the mattress, you want to be very mindful of actually your sleeping habits. And what I mean by that is people can often make the mistake of going with too firm of a bed, and they end up being more, say, a transitional sleeper, meaning going from side to back. So you want to be very mindful of that because you don't want to create pressure points like in the shoulder, hips, knees, ankles, and that's what's going to cause people to toss and turn.
Okay.
The deeper sleep, the better, especially when we're talking about pain management, because what people don't realize is if you do not get a restful, restorative sleep, that level is gonna rise. So as far as like what we refer to as our sleep assessments, and that can basically be you walking in saying specifically that you're there to look at sleep items, or it could be because we're talking to you about an office chair and we realized during the presentation that a lot of the time when you're feeling some of your pain, it goes back to when you're first getting up in the morning. That's gonna be very telling, and then we go from there. But simple things like people may not think about, we talk about what's called sleep hygiene. Now people hear that word and you immediately think it deals with cleanliness, and it's not. It's the factors that affect getting a good night's sleep. One of the big things that we hear a lot of people complaining about is sleeping hot. So most of the bedding companies that we deal with, whether it be mattresses, pillows, things like that, are going to have a natural cooling effect, or at least help to regulate the body temperature. Because if you wake up in the middle of the night because you're hot, you're being brought out of that deep sleep, and basically it affects that the sleep cycle in general.
Okay, so let's say you do have a firm mattress at home and you are one to like roll back and forth. What options do you have?
Well, there are things like mattress toppers, which basically are going to give pressure relief. But honestly, that is going to only work if the bed is stable. And what I mean by that is you don't want to put a mattress topper on there to give pressure relief, but the bed has actually got a sag or a dip, because that's going to be affecting more like that lumbar region. If it's just truly pressure point issues like the shoulder, hips, knees, or ankles, then the mattress protector would be something we would recommend. Okay,
you said mattress protector. You also have the cooling elements. What else do you have at Relax the Back?
A little bit of everything. I mean, it's really going to depend. I mean, as far as what we refer to a lot here, zero gravity position, that neutral posture. We have devices like what's shown here in the photo, where basically we have the separate pieces that are going to be able to get you close to that position. If you want to go with the adjustable bed system, basically where you can move the bed itself, that's going to help to alleviate a lot of different symptoms.
Okay, so where you put the back up or the feet up.
And by elevating the torso about 12-15 degrees, what people don't realize is that's going to help prevent things like acid reflux. Doesn't allow that bile to travel up, simply because it doesn't allow the valve to open for the bile to travel up to cause the symptom. Respiratory issues. Elevating the torso expands the lungs, so it's going to help with things like snoring, sleep apnea. I've actually been told many times I've saved some marriages because of the fact that we can elevate the torso. So I mean, it's really a matter of whatever symptom, diagnosis, just general, as far as like, the questions that we ask, it really just depends on what you answer.
Okay, so I have to say, I went in there to Relax the Back a couple weeks ago. It's in Green Hills, and I went with a friend, and he has chronic lower back pain. The craziest part is, Glen asked just a few questions, and you nailed it to a T what his issue was.
We do try.
How did you do that? You said, what did you ask?
Well, we started with, when do you feel your pain the most? And he answered honestly, so it made it easier. And then after we know where the pain is located, then we're going to start basically connecting those dots. And I made several recommendations while you guys were there. And I think, as far as what I understand, we should be able to help make a huge difference.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, and speaking of making a huge difference, when I was there, Glen, you were telling me stories of people crying because you've made such an impact on their life. Are there any client success stories you could tell?
The one that just popped in my head, just because it was one of the freshest ones in my mind, is there was a lady that was sent in by her medical professional, and was basically told that she needed a better pillow. So we started the fitting process, and anyway, it just basically made my day when she basically gave a review where she stated that her pain level, which was like a 7 out of 10, she has none. Basically stated that it was the best decision that she ever made.
Level 7 to 10 of pain to 0.
To
You
nothing.
heard that, and it's all about the reviews, as we were just talking
Right.
about before this segment. It speaks for itself. Thank you so much, Glenn. I
Always.
appreciate you. Oh, he's so sweet. Okay, if you have troubling sleep or back pain, Glenn is your guy. You can visit him in store in Green Hills or check out everything that they have online at stores.relaxtheback.com/Nashville.